this energy that's moving of creation is like, I feel it in my, I've been playing with this spoon because
Are
I
you
haven't
bending
done,
your spoon?
yeah, I haven't done spoon bending for a while, and I'm feeling the energy and I'm just like sweating. So, and I couldn't bend it a minute ago, but now it's starting to,
Wow, look at that.
yeah, it's starting to go. But now like I'm like feeling the energy, the heat of it, and it's starting to just like move.
Is that like a regular spoon?
Yeah, it's a regular spoon.
Holy moly. So are you like heating up the metal?
Yeah, like my whole body is hot and I feel it. And so I'm like connecting with the spoon, and the energy of it is like just like melting. See how much it lets me go. So the spoon is like feeling really hot now. And what I do is I ask the metal to go back to its molten wax state when it's just and now I am trying to use my muscle a little bit just because I want to, but it's still at the same time, it's like soft enough to be pliable to make it just keep going. So that's what I did. So I just like moved it through.
Cool.
And my heart is racing like really fast. And so I just felt it, but I can feel like the heat of the energy like flowing through my arms. And so my heart started racing. And as soon as I started to feel the heat, because I was like, while you were talking, I was like thinking about creativity. And then I was kind of hanging onto it with one hand and like scribbling notes with my other hand. And then all of a sudden I just felt that heat and I was like, oh, that's the energy. That's that like manifestation energy. So, oh yeah, it's still hot. It still wants to like, oh, I think I'm going to break it off if I keep going. Oh, I did. I just broke it. Did you see that?
Wow.
Like it just, like it was so tight.
That's amazing.
But look, you can see this curly. Can you see the curly Q?
Yeah.
And then it just like broke. It literally just broke off. Like it's like super tight here. And it just was like, click, like it just broke off. But that's
very good. Releasing your energy, through your energy, releasing everything that you wanted to release. That's good.
Awesome.
So yeah, so now I'm cold, and now let's see. Oh, this isn't. I don't think this is the same style spoon. Oh, maybe it is. I'm like trying to bend it. I don't have the strength to bend it.
It needs some rubbing first.
So it's not. So when I'm moving it, I'm not like trying to heat it up. I'm not trying to create friction to heat it up when I'm working, like when I'm working with the spoon. But what I'm doing is I'm connecting to my energy, and I'm like bringing in like white light into my body. I ground. I think about volcanic energy coming up. But then when I think about creativity and flow, so we were talking about creativity and flow, like, oh, and then you do this and you do that. I was like, oh yeah, that'd be cool. And so I was just like taking notes. Then all of a sudden, boom, I felt the heat like hit my body. And as soon as I feel the heat hit my body, I know that that's when I can do spoon bending. And so basically what it is it's like you're in the flow. And that's also, like tip to self. So if you work with spoon bending, what it helps you do is understand how to be in your flow. And then that's where you can manifest. So while you're in that creative flow, that's when you can manifest things that you want. So for me, I know that we've been talking about like doing, these like shirt sales and that, and I want to kind of like jump on that bandwagon so that as we're like starting to earn this kind of side money that we don't really need but want, that it's going to help to pay for our conference trips without us having to like work, even though you have to do the work to pull it all together. So anyway, so I had been sitting with that spoon and I was like, okay, this spoon is not moving. It's not moving because it's pretty solid. Like I can't move it. But as soon as I felt the heat, then it was like it just wanted to, and I'm still kind of feeling a little heat. If I put a thought into this one, I could move this one too. But this one is like, it's like a tight little, like a cinnamon roll, like the spiral of it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's very pretty.
You can see how tight it was. And then I heard it click and I was like, uh-oh, I broke it. So I don't know if you can see, I'm trying to give it a background so you can see how tight this part was. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Yeah, no, I can see it pretty good.
Yeah, this is like super tight. This little one. This is like got 3 twists in it, and then it just like snapped. So because it was starting to cool, and I was like, oh, and then I was like, oh, I can kind of feel it, and then I moved it. Like I was like, I got like, sometimes you can get like anxious about it, like, oh, I want to keep going, you know, like excited. And so that's what I was doing. Like I felt that the energy wasn't quite there anymore because there's a feeling to it. And so I felt that the energy wasn't quite there anymore. And I thought, oh, let me just push it anyway. And when I went to push it, then it was like not, yeah, it was like, no, we're done. Click. So, but yeah, but my husband was like, you know, we're not using all this silverware anymore. I'm like, ooh, spoon bending. So yeah, so I have several that I can do a class and have like, I have a couple of forks and spoons. I haven't done a fork in a while though. So I might do a fork and see how, because they always like end up a little bit different, each one. So yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, so thank you. Look forward to us doing maybe a spoon bending going forward to to help to learn how to move your energy with manifestation. So that'll be the goal.